Good day. So, we have seen, at least I have seen throughout history and recently, a trend where a lot of people will become awakened to the fact that the world needs more love, to the fact that we are repeating cycles and patterns and are constantly attracted to the same ones until we learn them. A lot of this self-awareness, a lot of this knowledge has come and it's being shared. But I notice that a lot of people are getting caught up in the knowledge and they're not realizing how much of a trap it is. They think that if they just show people this information, that information, when really you shouldn't be sharing. Some of the information you guys are learning right now is pretty astronomical and you should not be sharing it quite so openly. And it's not because they're not deserving. The world is deserving. It's because some people are not at a level where they can actually use it. And again, if you give too much knowledge before people have found themselves, before they have found their desire to be more, to be better, they're going to take that knowledge and they're going to use it. And it might even become intoxicating. It might become addictive because it feels good to use it, but they don't understand what they're doing or the consequences thereof. One of the most dangerous things you can do is give the power and the knowledge of alchemy, as an example, to an unhealed feminine. An unhealed feminine who finds how powerful she really is alchemically before she's balanced and healed her dark and her light, her pain and her love, her fear and her love, until she's balanced them and found her sweet spot. That is a dangerous, dangerous thing you guys are doing. Men tend to be a little bit more in your face about their intentions sometimes, and it tends to be like, okay, we're doing this and this is happening now. Whereas women will plot and plan, and they'll do a little here and they'll do a little there, and they'll make that person look crazy and they'll make this person look crazy. And before you know it, they have a weaving web of lies and craziness, all to make themselves look amazing. And often the women don't even know how they did it because they just do it so instinctually. It's kind of the nature of the dark feminine who's unhealed to be the sower of chaos. And it comes in forms of jealousy, pettiness, control, aggression. And lately, last couple 100 years, sex. Women have taken on the roles of the abusers because for so long we've been abused. So instead of healing it, I guess they're doing the Bugs Bunny thing and joining it. Except I don't think that's how Bugs Bunny meant that to go. He used to join things and oddly always fuck it up and made it better somehow. So yeah, there's a lot of information being shared. There's a lot of knowledge being shared, and it's not being done through the proper channels. There isn't a proper system where an elder or someone with wisdom coming from the experiences they've lived as well as the knowledge they've gained, and understanding when to speak and when not to speak, when to share, when not to share, when to tell the story, when not to tell the story, when to push, when to walk away. These are things learned through wisdom. These are things learned with guidance of an elder, a teacher, a mentor. These are things that are not being done in today's age of quick and easy gratification. People are spewing out the knowledge that they're learning without taking the time to study it themselves properly. You go back to ancient Rome, ancient Greece, before things started to become so controlled and secular. I mean, they were starting to at that point, but they hadn't reached the level we have now. Scholars back then often studied topics and things for years at a time before they started teaching them. And they often studied under somebody else for years at a time before they started teaching them. But so many of you learn something, study it for a month, maybe study it for a couple hours even, depending who you are. You think you know it. It rings true because your soul inside of you is going, yes, yes, that's it, that's it, that's it. So you're excited, and I'm glad you're excited. But you shouldn't be sharing it with the world before you've taken the time to study it. Share it in small groups for sure. Stop trying to seek validation outwardly in the world, because you know that when other people acknowledge it, that they're going to know it's right too. Stop trying to do that though, because there's probably, out of the thousands of people that watch these videos with all your knowledge that you're sharing, there's probably maybe one or two who truly appreciate it, who can truly understand what it is you're saying. Most people are going to misconstrue it. Most people are going to apply it to the system within the system's limits. Most people are still stuck thinking that the world is limited and runs by specific rules. Thus, the information is going to go to them flawed and twisted. Not even intentionally, it just is, because they're going to be applying it to something that's never been meant to be applied to. Do you guys understand? And the more women start to wake up to their feminine energy, the more information you've given us without allowing us the time and the patience to connect back to mother, to connect back to ourselves. And the reason why it's important for women to connect back to mother is only so that we can understand ourselves. It's not that mother's a magical being that's going to make you whole. She doesn't work like that, but she will teach you. She'll teach you. We don't have to have, we're kind of lucky as feminine energies. Anyone, even masculine, your feminine energy is lucky. It can just tap into mother, feel mother's flows, feel how she breathes, how she sighs, listen to her heartbeat, feel the rhythms that she is constantly harmonizing, even while as humans are trying to fuck it up. Because we're constantly fucking with her harmony. We always want to control it. We always want to monitor it, maintain it, make it stagnant. We're always screwing shit up for her, and yet she's still finding ways to harmonize. Sometimes it's more aggressive than others because we are fucking shit up. And that's why, as a feminine energy, it's really important for us to learn from her, because her mastery skills are epic. Right? Mastery of destruction, of death, of growth, of rebirth, of renewal, of love, of compassion, of getting stuff done efficiently, even when sometimes it causes pain. Mother knows. And we have lost our hunger to learn from her. It's the best way I can describe it. There was a time where we used to wake up excited to talk to the trees. We used to wake up, and one of the first things we'd do was greet mother, greet brother, son, and be like, today's gonna be a great day. Do you guys feel all the energy? We used to do this thing. An unhealed feminine energy, especially one that comes into great power, especially one that ends up with great physical 3D power, can cause a lot of damage when she's wounded. Have you guys ever heard the story of Medea? I think she was Greek. She was powerful, and she learned all the magic, but she learned magic before she found herself, before she became self-aware, before she learned that she was love. Luckily for her, Hecate didn't let her die and kept her safe, but look up the story. It's tragic. It's dramatic and tragic. But it's a great example of what happens when great knowledge is bestowed beyond someone's capability of understanding it and how it's meant to be used. Because it's dangerous. Like handing a baby a loaded gun. Anyways, have a great day. And remember, follow your heart before you follow your brain. Because it's your tool, not your master. Have a great day. Bye.